This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They are excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Sooners headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, running back gets to give. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's a heat. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he made the extra point without problem. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. He'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He throws into the middle of the field. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finds some room. Touchdown Sooners. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Looking for the time with the extra point.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Run inside. It's Marshall. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Buchanan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think.
Might have a chance. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running inside. It's Marshall. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. Got a wide-open receiver. All the way! Touchdown, Michigan!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To throw, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. All kinds of time before he fires right.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it to Robinson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The snap sets up the throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing and understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Here's Underwood to throw. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Really, really smart job by your QB. Knowing exactly what's going on, knowing the situation. It's 3rd down, man. Survey the field, but don't force it. Don't make a mistake. Let your guy do the work. Great job dropping it off to the running back. He does the rest. Move the sticks and get a fresh set of downs.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Let's send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Floating away. Stands in and takes the hit. It's a big stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Thanks to Graham. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Pressure coming, and they got him.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play, now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Looking to throw. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today. This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Here's Underwood. Got his man in the middle. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Swings it out to the flat. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Underwood. Got it set up on the outside. On the move it. Snags it, and there's running room. He's got the first down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the Cal Golden Bears. And it's the Orange coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside Conference USA.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be 1 drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. It's Mateer. He's looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
It's a really nice job making the play. And you think about all the success they've had with Baker Mayfield and Jalen Hurts and Kyler Murray in recent years. But a big reason why those guys had success was they had big-time players on the perimeter getting open and making plays, too. It wasn't just all the quarterback position. They brought in some big-time recruits from high school at the receiver spot. This guy is no different. He has a chance to be the next great Sooner receiver.
The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Makes the catch, and he's free. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Throwing, Underwood. Gets open down the middle. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Well, the offense has looked good up to this point, but you love seeing that out of your quarterback. On a critical third down, he's able to decipher the coverage, find his best matchup. It's an accurate throw. They get a massive gain, and now here they are again in the red zone looking to add to their lead.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Touchdown Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Punts it out of the air. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Breaks into the open. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target.
He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the...
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Floats it out in space. Snags it and he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Underwood to throw. Got the back over the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
It'll be 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And the extra point is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. He's got him. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the right. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Oh, they're after him. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. On the run, still looking. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Underwood. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Marshall. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Takes the easy one to the back. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Play fake, Underwood. Still looking, on the move. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the 4th quarter, and they keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to buck up. You got to do something about it. You got to find something down deep.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Bentley. Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Michigan! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
To risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.